Let's see, I'm gonna load game. This one.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
I got a
is
coffee.
a princess.
I didn't even make it. I got like real coffee. Well, not real. Well, you know. New game. I played this last Sunday.
You're here to slay her.
Somebody really wanted me to play a horror game.
It will be the end of the world.
So we've played part of this. But yeah, this is Slay the Princess.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Oh, you watched my upload of Animal Well? Nice. The first one's audio is messed up, unfortunately.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Am I gonna slay the princess because she's jealous of you slaying? Oh my god.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
That's the best you got right now? You think your meter and moral is low today? Or morale? Wait, is morale with an E? I can't spell, you guys.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, so we needed one more path. That I remember. So actually, basically how this game works is it's just dialogue that you have to pick, and there's like 3 different like outcomes. Most of the time, you can either slay the princess, you can be killed by the princess, or you can like have the princess escape. So I guess that would be save. Yeah, so that's basically the idea. Potato, potato. And depending on like what route you choose, there's like weird as fuck endings. Okay. Do we want to slay her?
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
How a queen play a princess game.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
You forgot this game?
Good.
We'll just continue.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Well,
There's a heavy chain
I think
around
that
her wrist,
Markiplier just
binding her to the
uploaded
far wall of the basement.
a video of this, actually. I should upload mine. It's been a century. How long? When did this come out? Is it really that old? I don't remember.
So coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Indeed. You needed this yesterday when you were stoned? Were you in Eli's stream?
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Let's see. I do like nuh-uh. I don't think I've ever done this one before.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her.
Oh, you're not a fan
Don't you dare.
of Telltale. Got it. That's fair. Yes, I played
It's
it.
fine. We can
last
decide what we want to
Sunday.
do after we talk to her.
Like really
Maybe
late
she
at night.
really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
So we've gotten like a couple of endings. Let's go ahead and blow her up. Where's the bomb ending?
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
What's up, Eli? How did your stream go last night?
Your hands are shaking.
I had to tap out again.
Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Let's see. I feel like I've gone like straight to slay the princess before, so let's just keep talking.
Then I'm not talking to you.
You and Ember were up late? Yeah, no kidding. How's my day been? Okay. I've been like yesterday I was like stressed out.
You stare at
day?
the princess, squinting. She squints back.
And Operation Relax was
The two
not
of you are going to
happening.
do this forever, aren't you?
Dude, why not? Let's just like have it. Let's just have a staring contest. Squint at the princess
Squint
even harder.
even harder.
Oh, nice. You're gonna prepare your tea? What kind
So
of tea
does
you
she.
having?
At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Well, you know, we're gonna see who blinks first. Oh, come on. Fine.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you
Tequila
attempt to
count
run
as
her
tea?
through.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to... Oh, really?
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust
Team up with
and deliver
caramel,
a catastrophic
ooh.
blow to your jaw.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Bruh, she does not skip arm day.
Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again.
We got
and
like
her
a whole
fists
scene.
connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Oh, flee and lock her in the basement is grayed out. Okay, so I guess that we've already gotten that one. I'm finishing the job. I'm
You
gonna
and
keep
the princess
fighting.
stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Dude, how is it we're like not winning? We have a knife and she just has her fists.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's
Oh,
heart.
let's go. L's? You're gonna hit me with the L for the watch streak?
Oh,
Honestly, I could use some L's. I've been taking some L's IRL.
The two of you fall to the floor.
Why did we hear the clang of the knife? It's still in her. Is our objective to save or slay? Either one. Like, there's no, like, necessarily, like, an objective.
this...
There's
is
just
fun.
endings. She's made of
The
metal.
princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
I mean, maybe. The last time I went to the weird hand place, it said I only needed one more vessel.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright, chapter 2, The Adversary. Oh, that's right, I think I forgot that I think
You're on the
in order to,
path
like,
in the
get a
woods,
vessel, I have to let
and
her
at the
escape.
end of that path is a cabin.
I don't think I can kill
And
her.
in the basement of that cabin
Whoops.
is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She looks pretty anyway. She's pretty dead.
A warning. Before she will lie.
Okay, I'm just gonna skip
Are you
this, it's
sure
always the
point of
same.
The princess, Chris.
Oh, we're stubborn. Have I gotten stubborn before? I don't know if I've gotten stubborn. So basically, and every time you like go to a next chapter, you gain like a person.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. So there's always like
You walk
on
up to the wall next to the
subsequent
basement.
chapters, there's always a mirror,
It's a wall.
and I don't really know what the
Isn't much
mirror's
to see
for.
here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or... You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Okay. We can either take... So this is stubborn, so maybe we just go full on, like, kill.
Take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Because one thing I, like, noticed with, like, Smitten is, like, if you, like, go with, like, whatever their character would go with, you tend to get, like, specific endings.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below as her
I think
fierce
this is the
voice
same.
carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
A new challenger is
This
approaching.
isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Alright. Let's get in the
As
ring.
much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
No, we're gonna have a good fight. We're gonna brawl.
As you descend the final
Whoa,
step,
she looks
the
different.
form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
She's a devil now.
Oh, it's
That's
you
new.
again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
You think she's gonna step on us?
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Damn, alright.
All right, fine. If you're not going to
That
address
hurt my
it,
feelings.
I will. What? You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing? Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. But enough is enough, I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know the whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Fascinating.
You're joking, right? I'm just...
Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
Okay. How do I just want to attack. Yeah. Because we're stubborn. Yeah. Bam.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
Here we go.
Let's make this count.
Alright, grudge match of the century.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
Well, shit. I mean, we don't need ribs. Come on.
You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
She looks different.
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
Yeah, she's like a brawling champion now.
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
I agree with stubborn. Sup, Ember. Oh man, head on or outmaneuver? Well, stubborn wants to just like go for it.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
Yeah.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Damn. All right.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Welp. Oh, but we can still go to chapter 3, the Eye of the Needle. Yes. Who do we got
On
now?
a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
I feel like we would have.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
Oh yeah, we get hunted when she kills us.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods?
Oh, that's
Do you
sick.
have any idea how dangerous that would be?
No, I like that idea.
If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, That's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
So the narrator is always different,
Then
supposedly?
what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through.
I know, we gotta lure
It's
her
good
out.
to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire... There's nothing to reconsider, are we?
Alright, cool story.
Violence eats, like I said.
I need to go to the cabin. Yes.
It isn't
Okay, we're gonna
long
lure
before
her
you
out.
find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin.
No last advice for us?
What I gather, you've heard it all before.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
Catharsis is when we're finished.
Why? Like, I feel like it's so loud right now.
In front of us, something to chase. The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I wonder what the significance is of the mirror becoming the door.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there.
I agree, Hunted.
Take it.
Okay, so we're gonna take the blade because we have stubborn. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world.
Acceptance with
without
how
a
you
weapon.
look? Maybe.
Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Okay, now we're gonna approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You do see it, right? All we see is a damned mirror.
This really is just like last time.
It smells of nothing, yet it's still there.
Oh, we could smash it this time.
You
Oh.
bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Oh,
Why am
well.
I not surprised?
It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
So true, Stubborn, so true.
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face.
Oh, God.
There are enough
How the hell are we
footholds
supposed
that
to
you'll
get
be
back
able
out?
to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort.
Is there a way to make a nuclear bomb? Asking for a
His
friend?
knock from below is warm and wet, like the
guess
breath
I'll
of
have
an
to find
enemy
out.
locked in close quarters. If the prince, her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Alright, what do we think she looks like this time?
Goad her, rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Okay. Oh, you know what? That's true. We do know that she
But
can
that
get out of
wouldn't be
there.
fun. I don't want to be a monster chasing you down. I want to face you head on. I want an equal. It's so much better that way.
We need to get closer. She needs to see us to give chase.
Alright, fine.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. We'll need to be faster than her.
Alright.
Turn to face
Oh,
what lies at
God.
the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh. Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared.
I'm scared.
You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Let's see, let's talk a bit first. You can always fight when you're done. I have questions. You want a good fight if you're... Nah. Why don't you want to be free? I'm not fighting you. No, we can't step closer. We gotta talk.
This again? What does free even mean? Here and there, none of that matters. I'm always in a body. I'm always in one place.
Okay.
Why do you act like you know me better than I know myself? I had what I wanted. I had something perfect and it ended. And now that it's gone, you just keep dangling it in front of me. It's more than teasing. It's cruel. It's cowardly. It's selfish. I know what I want, and I'm sick of waiting.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run.
All right.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
She is like a dragon hybrid.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway.
She's
While walking a
giant.
dangerous path, if you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me! Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head!
Damn.
Do it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not.
Strike
Let
true.
your body move you.
Okay. Go away.
You leap from the grass and bound
She
towards the
loves you.
princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on. Brave and foolish.
Jeez, stop.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned. We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we? You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slow. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing! These blows are nothing to us!
Bro, shake it off, bro.
But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me.
Oh, yay.
Haven't you?
The hands are coming. I've done it.
Something feels wrong. Something.
And?
Tickler.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
You've never understood what the hands are for. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if this is all like its own lore, or if this is like based off of some other like mythology of some kind. I'm not really sure.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death.
Past lives.
Screw the mirror.
Maybe.
We just need to find the princess.
I mean, the hands do have a name. We'll see in a second what their names are. I don't remember. Oh yeah, we always have a different reflection. What do we look like now? Oh, nothing. Oh, but there's a crow. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and you see it, a figure faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. What? Oh, am I just like a full-on bird person? Mr. Tickles. Who is Mr. Tickles?
I think you know what I am.
Oh. Alright, well, apparently I'm crow people. And then another crack forms, and another, and another, and then, okay, jagged glass. Okay, cool. Whoa, there's a lot. What is this place?
It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through.
Oh. What? The long-armed dude from Little Nightmares. Oh. It's behind me, run.
The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh. Oh, okay.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You
Oh, so
needed
the
help
narrator
after all.
is the crow.
An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I mean, I'm good just like destroying all the mirrors.
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
What? I'm so confused.
Yes, you are special, unique even. And you still have a task that you need to do, and only you can do it.
I do?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that. Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Oh, are we killing the narrator?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
I feel like this is not giving me any kind of clarity.
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Oh. But don't you, like, need death in the world? Isn't that, like, wouldn't everyone just be immortal without it?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Death of the author. Run out of questions. Oh.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of Clash shatters, you see yourself with new-found clarity. Sure. The narrator was right. You are the long, quiet, vast, and nascent god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. A tunneling vessel. Bring the eye of the needle to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Kai? I guess I'm a god? Oh, God.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Creepy.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
That's what I'm saying. Whoa. God, this is like gotta be a reference to something, right? Especially with like the multiple arms and everything. Or I don't know, maybe not. Maybe this is just fucking weird. It's been so long in my... Oh, yeah. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the one quiet, but I don't really know what that means. Yeah.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
The shifting mound? That's an unfortunate god name. I'm not gonna lie. That's not, you know, that's not a great one. What happens now?
Ever the passive player,
always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into
Completely
your nature,
accurate, though.
isn't it?
3 heads, 1,000,000 arms and bodies in the ground. Well, I don't also like her hair, I guess. I don't. She's got like a crown thing that's also just like arms and like heads.
When the echo spun us from 1 into 2, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
What? Man, I'm like not drunk enough for this. What?
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I mean, well, I don't really know how you can have a world without death to begin with, right? So, I mean, I'm all cool with like not killing you.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning
Speaking of
and
drunk.
end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Well, I just realized she doesn't have 3 heads. She's got 5. Okay. I don't really want to slay her.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Can I free myself? You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. You're giving up on drinking beer? Okay. Go on. But it does not yield.
I love you.
All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. What is happening? What? Whoa, I'm just, okay. Not only am I not drunk enough, I am not on the right stuff right now. You are free and she is with you. Is this grass? Is there legit grass just growing in the fucking background? What is this game? What am I watching? Is it looping grass growing? Oh, we're watching grass grow. Oh, right.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. Grass. She's the Lord of Ganja. Pass the doobie. I don't have one, that's the problem. Play some Bob Marley. I'm gonna step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. So, I'm trying to wrap my brain around this as best I can. Are we, like... I don't know, actually. What were we? We were the long quiet? does that mean? What does any of this mean? Because at first I was like, are we the god of life and she's the god of death? Is that the idea? There are no endings, only beginnings. But then again, why are we called the Long Quiet? Maybe we're the Abyss. I don't know. Alright, well. I saved the city? I guess so. Alright, what do we think this game's about? What did we learn today? We could be the god of death, the Long Quiet could be interpreted as death, but she was clearly the god of death, right? Or maybe not. Maybe you're right, maybe we're the god of death and she's the god of life. Finish the game, the good ending doesn't count. She's the goddess of many limbs. Oh boy.